We live in the age of anti-intellectualism. You can see it like all around you, you know. Um like everything's become like kind of like just anti-intellectual, you know? Like that's pretty much what it's become, you know? Uh I don't know why it's become like this, but it's just that's just what it is now. I mean, if you go on on TikTok, you've got these people saying, "Oh, bro, hey, brother, you got a retard max, bro. Don't think, bro. Just live in the moment, bro. Just act, bro." Like, it's just absolutely complete and utter bullshit, man. Like, that shit won't work for you, man. You know, just living in the moment, not thinking, freaking being a retard. That's not gonna work for you. There's gotta like that only works if you're good looking, man. Let's keep it real. A lot of these people on that's the problem. Like a lot of these people on like that coming on here giving advice. Like a lot of them, like some of them are just like they're just pretty much just carried by their looks. So it's like they don't really know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? And it's just people just being led astray. That's why people are so confused. You know what I'm saying? Like people are just listening to people that are also don't know what they're talking about. You know, you have to think. You have to plan stuff out. You can't live in the moment for a little bit, but you have to be thinking about like what your future is gonna be like. You know what I'm saying? Like my last past 2 weeks, I've been busy doing stuff in the real world, and you know, just planning stuff. Um, did I did go out a bit and enjoy myself. But yeah, man, like it's actually getting ridiculous on social media. Like it's just become too stupefied. You know what I'm saying? And it's just annoying, man. You know, it's so annoying. You know, um, like I see why like a lot of Gen Z people, like Gen Z guys, they're like introverted. You know, like because it's just I don't know, man. Everything's just so everything's just so out of whack. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, it's just everything's just so out of whack, and um, yeah, that's just it, man. You know, I mean, I'm not really one to give advice. I'm just here to like discuss philosophies and discuss the world and discuss certain things. Um, so like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not necessarily saying that you have to like. I don't even care if people like listen to what I have to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like it doesn't matter. Like what I'm saying is true. So it's like even if you don't listen to what I have to say, it's gonna affect you somehow because it's real. Like if I say 1 plus 1 is 2, you can say nah, bro, it's 3. It's still that's still something that you can't escape. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? And yeah, social media just is garbage now. Um, you know, the golden age ended a long time ago. Now it's just doom and gloom. Like my generation, Gen Z, is pretty much been completely and utterly screwed over. Um, like the housing market's completely destroyed. Uh, Job market is cooked. Everything about my generation is just cooked. You know, even like when it comes to like things like dating and stuff like that, it's absolutely destroyed. It's just a cook situation for both sides. Most guys can't even not most guys can't even get anything. And the girls that can get something, like the girls that they just end up getting played by the same guys just play them because they have like, because if it's just a small few guys again and everything, they're just gonna play all these girls, and then it's just gonna be like a cycle of this and that. It's just endless gender wars, endless confusion, more nonsense, more foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, my bro, like it's just everything just sucks for my generation pretty much. Um, you know what I'm saying? Uh, well, like I'm saying from perspective of someone who's I'm not like some good looking guy. You know, I'm just like a relatively normal looking person. I'm not from a wealthy family, so I'm not speaking from like a place of like, oh, brother, hey brother, just be born into money, bro. Like, nah, I'm not talking like that. I'm just talking as just a regular dude, man. You know, regular dude. You know, so yeah, like even like race, yeah, race, of course, race matters, but like to be honest, man, like if even okay, maybe if you were in a different race, maybe things might be a little. It would still suck, man. You know what I'm saying? Unless the only difference would being born into wealth. That's the only difference that's the only time life would actually be good, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you got these guys saying, oh, bro, if I was a different race, if I was this race, if I was that race, bro, if you're not wealthy, your life will still be shit. It will still suck, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what race you are, if you're not wealthy, your life is kind of shit nowadays, anyways, for most people, you know. So yeah, if you're making wishes, if you say, oh, I wish I was this, I would say wish to be born wealthy. That's the only thing that will make a freaking difference, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yeah. So, hey, man, I'm just keeping it real, bro. Just trying to keep it real. Just trying to keep it real, man. You know. Um. So yeah, it's just endless grind. So it's just life is it. You just work, work, work. You grind, grind, grind. Weekend, and then it's just the same loop. You know, same loop. So it is what it is, man. That's just life. Um, I just wish like there was more people that were into intellectual things because I think that's a good cope. It's a nice way to cope about reality. You know, um, because things are so bleak, man. Like all the wealth is going into the hands of like a few. We're literally in the gilded age. Like this is the freaking gilded age. Like the wealth inequality is just as bad as in the gilded age. If you're an older person, you would know what the gilded age is and how pretty much there was like a few thousand people with all the money and just everyone else was just broke, just poor and stuff like that. So we're pretty much in that gilded age right now. And the worst part is like uh but bro, like we can do, bro, if you want shit to change, you have to do a riot, man. Like during the time of the gilded age when things got bad, people just started rioting, and forced it to become better, you know. So I guess that's what needs to be done. But people are like, nah, bro, we can't do that. We're gonna somehow convince them through we're gonna do a podcast and do a YouTube video, and that's gonna they might change their mind. That's not gonna do anything, man. You need a freaking riot, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only way. That's the way people. Oh, BLM, bro. Yeah, BLM. That shit makes a difference, man. That's the only way to get shit done, bro. You know what I'm saying? People only respond to the force, bro. So, yeah, man. Shit is cooked, man.